Hey YouTube, it's Echo Bear, and today I am gonna do a continuation from the video on Friday. Oh, it's raining. Yay, rain. I got distracted, sorry. That's staying in. But Friday I talked about why I do apps, and I also did a Twitter poll on what you guys think I should do. And you guys said more video game thoughts, so I'm gonna tell you guys about bad apps. I kind of need to clarify that a little bit because, as I stated last video, bad apps are kind of rampant no matter where you look, either Android or Apple. It's bad on both sides, and I don't even want to get into the Apple versus Android debate. But there's no quality control, so there's no reason an app should be good. But I'm kind of talking about why bad apps for me and my channel in general. And what I mean by a bad app, because some of my reviews I've given it very, very low scores. So kind of to define what I mean by a bad app is it's just I don't think it's worth my time. And now that I say that out loud, that sounds kind of narcissistic. But it's true. There's a lot of apps to go through. There's a lot of wonderful apps to go through. And then there's bad apps that are hilariously bad and I want to talk about because they are hilariously bad. And then there's the apps that fall into the category of just bad. It's either games that are just a reskin of something I've already talked about, like a literal one-to-one reskin of a game that I've already talked about. But it makes me very angry because, like, why? You spent the whole time drawing new assets. You could have made an entirely new game, but you use the exact same game, just new things, and it's nothing different. But that's one of the main things that I won't review, is if it's something I've already seen 100% and it's just a reskin. I've actually been asked to review a game like this by a dev, and I just honestly can't bring myself to do that because I feel like it's a disservice to you guys if I do stuff like that. Because I want this channel to be entertaining. I want it to be a place for you guys to find new stuff to put on your phone that's worth your while, or to see things that aren't worth your while. So if I spend time and effort and editing time and uploading time and video time showing you guys these things, it doesn't really seem worthwhile for a video. And there are other times where the game is pretty good, but I just have no connection, no feelings, no emotions toward it, and I would literally just be like, okay, it was made, here are the controls, friggin' shrug emoji. Like, there's a lot of times I run into games like that where there's just, it feels like a soulless app, kind of, and there's just nothing for me to really talk about. Like, gameplay could be fun, visuals could be fun, and that's it. Like, I don't know, there's like a certain life that apps have to have for me to want to even touch them, and otherwise I just feel like it's a disservice to kind of throw them at you like, here, I think this is maybe interesting, do you want to try it? And a lot of times I do double check those apps with like my roommate Megan, and it used to be my friend Sammy, that I would be like, hey, can you play this app? I'm really not sure about it. I don't know if I'm just being horrible to it and just being really sassy about it, and I just don't want to see it. And more often than not, they'll be like, yeah, no, this isn't fun, don't review this. So I do try to run it by other people so it's not just me and my opinion coming out, and in all honesty, my opinion just not existing by not showing you guys these apps because I don't want to give them the time of day or attention. There's a lot of apps out there that are super duper popular that I'm honestly never gonna touch. One, because I refuse to, two, because they're associated with somebody I don't approve with, or three, they're being hyped up for no apparent reason and I can't find any genuine, like, emotion towards it other than disdain or apathy. So those are the kinds of games that I usually try to avoid. And it's weird for me to have to consider them bad apps, but they could be good apps. They could be designed really well. They could have wonderful art, but they're bad for me in my own personal life. So my definition of a bad app is messy. Because like I said, there's apps that are funny bad, which I still deem worth showing you guys just because they're hilariously bad sometimes. Apps that are good that I want to show you, that I want to recommend to you guys, that I think you should play and support the devs. And then my little gray area of just bad that I don't want to talk about or touch or any of that. And that's like my personal bad area. It's not a genuine like this is a bad game, it's just it's bad for me and my channel. So if you guys ever hear me refer to something as a bad app, or if somebody suggests it to me and I'm like, that's a bad app, it usually means my little gray area of bad. Like if it's a horrendously bad game, like I don't know, I found one game that's like human versions of Pokemon in like a tower defense game. That's horrifically bad, but it's entertaining and is fun to talk about, so it makes sense. And it is kind of rough on me from a reviewer standpoint to have to say this, but I feel like I should be open with you guys about this kind of stuff and why I think these kind of things. But if you guys want to see some of the games that I do consider quote unquote bad, I may do an absolutely horrible game series at some point, and mainly just for the pun, just for games that I don't really feel like are worth the time reviewing, just doing like quick rapid fire reviews of a bunch of them, letting you guys know that they're not worth your time, and then moving on with everybody's lives. But kind of like the last video I did like this, I don't know how to end these videos, because with my other reviews I'm like, here's a rating, now we're done, go check it out, bye. With these I'm just kind of like, okay, I'm done talking, bye. Should that be how I end them? Let me know if I should end these kinds of videos with, okay, I'm done talking, bye. Because I think that would actually be kind of funny. But I'll end this like I do my normal videos for now. So thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for enjoying and listening to my rambles. I hope that this made some semblance of sense. Stick to the end to see the video that I was talking about in the very beginning of this video, or another video of your choosing. I hope you have a lovely day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!